Gonna wait around till some people show up. Hey guys, let me tweet this out. Oh, two people's already in here. Wow, that was quick. I'm just tweeting this shit out real quick. What's up? How are you? Nice to be here. Glad you're here. Mm. Oh, sure. What's up, my dog? Oh shit. I gotta get me another hat, dog. Fuck, I had this shit for a while, bro. Yo, Sean. Everybody say what's up to my dog. This one of my longest friends, bro. We grew up together since like first or second grade, bro. Real cool dude. Real cool dude. I think I know them long because I'm older than him, so I think I know them since he was in kindergarten, dog. Word, word. I appreciate it, dog. One of my homeboys sent me this hat. Um, Koj, he was on my podcast one time, and he had this hat deal going on. So he sent out a bunch of hats to certain people he fucked with. I got to get another one though, man. My shit is a little old. But yeah, we about to talk about some Snyder Cut shit right now. But we about to talk about some inside the movement shit. Out the sandbox. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hamad, what's up? Hamad, what's going on? Invite Film God. Me and Film God got something going on. we got some videos coming out soon. Just chill. Mm-hmm. Hamad's in here. Everybody say what's up to Hamad. This is another one of my close friends out in Qatar. He's the money man of the operation. That's Bruce Wayne in real life. Mm-hmm. All right, so fuck it. Let's get into this shit real quick. So what we talking about is what everybody's seeing and like on Twitter. They might, if I'm looking at it right now, if you're from like the outside or you just you wasn't really involved in some of this shit, you probably won't know what we're talking about, but you can follow along anyway. So what's going on today? And I get a lot of people that inbox me and shit and ask me, yo, what's up with TPZ? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. They don't know. But let me tell you. So this shit is very easy and very, very whack, but it shows the level of whackness that these dudes are. So back in the day, we all had a room together, a chat room. All of us, TPZ, Exiles, all of us, Spartans. Everybody was in one room, and that shit was going lovely. But in other rooms, there were other chat rooms that, like TPZ probably had their own chat. Exiles probably had their own chat. A few other people had their own chat. But when we all came together in that one room, 214, we all got shit done. It was lovely. Everybody was working together. Now we had Ronaldo was still at the time working on the account, the Release the Snyder Cut account. and it had like fucking 25,000 subscribers at the time. Which on Twitter, that's a lot, because with that amount of people following you, you can get anything done. Like we saw with the Subway sandwich shit. So anyway, that shit was going on. Everybody was kind of cool. TPC was even in the account at the time, and they were cool. They were hitting me up, and they were always, hey guys, let's push for Zach today. Let's do that. Everything was going good. So there was still kind of some beef going on in the account, and that shit was kind of behind the scenes because nobody really knew who was in the account. TPZ knew because they was there, but nobody really knew or nobody cared. The room 214 just stayed how it was. And so we had this shit with the hoodies. Zack Snyder gave Homeboys, I guess TPZ or Mick D or somebody, another design for hoodies with official Zack Snyder logo. I mean, all this Justice League shit on it. And so here's what shows what this shit is really about. And I'm gonna move into what this shit is really about. But it start to show right around the city shit. So the last time Zack Snyder gave Mick D a fucking design, they made $80,000 with the merchandise, and they donated that to the Suicide Foundation, right? So it was like over $80,000. All right, cool. So they wanted to beat that with the hoodie, but they only made $30,000 with the hoodie. So instead of being happy for making $30,000 and donating another $30,000 to charity, if it was really about charity, you just donated $30,000 to them, and a few months ago you donated $80,000 to them. So if it was really about charity, you would have been happy. But since you didn't beat that original $80,000 number, you had to find somebody to blame for it. So you blame the dudes who put on the soccer match, the soccer game shit, and that was like Ronaldo, Will, and them boys over there. So you said because they released the Snyder Cut in a soccer match and made however amount of money they raised to put that over there, which was like the biggest soccer match of the time. It was like the American Super Bowl. If they got this going on at the same time we got our event going on, they must be the reason we didn't make $80,000. But you still left out Suicide Foundation, that you actually did something positive for them, because this was about clout. It's always been about clout. You were trying to get more clout than you got before with the All the Gods t-shirt. So you blame the soccer boys for the reasoning. You said, yo, if y'all didn't have y'all's charity, and at the same time we had our charity, we would have made more money. Because that's what this is about. Clout. It wasn't about we're donating regardless. It was about how much are we donating? How much clout are we gonna get? So then y'all wild out. Y'all went in 214 and y'all started calling people out who was around the soccer shit. But all those people y'all started calling out was good people. Hamad, Will, all those people, Ronaldo. But it was really because you're mad because you didn't get more clout than you did with the All the Gods t-shirt. So instead of that shit, you start talking shit to people inside 214 room. I just got a text. That's probably Geo, like, I thought it was Geo telling me, yo, don't talk so much shit. Geo be like strategic, but no, that was my baby mama. But you're mad because you didn't make as much money as the All the God t-shirt. So now you start a public war, but it wasn't public yet. It was still in the chat rooms. By the way, They say they act like they don't know me or I don't know what's going on, right? This was my chat room. I started this shit. They were guests in my chat room. That's why I know what. Bitch, I made the chat room. All of them were in my shit. You know, that's why I had to mediate this shit because it went down in my chat. All right. So now DTS kind of was the only one to step up and say, yo, TPZ, y'all chill, you know? No matter what we did, whether we released the Snyder Cut in the soccer game and we gave $30,000, that's a good day. There should be nobody mad, but y'all were secretly mad because this shit has always been about clout. So DTS, y'all wild out on DTS. I think Jeff said something. Y'all wild out on Jeff. Y'all sent the girls to fucking wild out on Jeff. Then it was some shit like, oh man, I don't know. It was like, I don't remember how it started, but Abdul started texting me just nonstop, every day, every morning, every night. If he act like he don't know me, how do you have my cell phone number, bro? How do you text me? No, not many people watching this shit could text me right now. You text me like 50 times talking shit about Ronaldo. Ronaldo was in the 214 chat. I didn't really know who Ronaldo was like that, but you were setting me up, priming me to already hate this dude, and I didn't know why. So I'm sitting here. I'm still on your team, Abdul. I'm still fucking with TPZ. I'm sitting here like, damn. I don't know, man. It was just like fucking with me because I didn't know. I didn't know Ronaldo like that, but I knew TPZ. I talked to Fab like all the time. I talked to Ohio Dave all the time. I talked to Abdul. Abdul and Fab has my cell phone number. Fucking. So they riled me up to hate hate Ronaldo. And I see now, looking back on it, they probably revved me up to do that shit against Garza also. And probably revved me up to do that shit against Dave too, when I look back at it. But it is what it is. I think we've been all in a big chess match for clout, being used to take people out, take other people out for clout. So they start like telling me how much Ronaldo's fucking up. So then I'm really not buying it. I'm really like, damn, dog, I don't know. Ronaldo, I don't know. He seemed kind of cool, man. Maybe you got that shit wrong. I don't really know Ronaldo's crew like that. I don't know Manu. I don't know Truth, Love, Faith. I don't know none of these people like that. But I still don't think Ronaldo was that bad because he's been in my chat room with us for at least a year now. We've been working together for at least a year and all good. So now you telling me this man is all bad. So I'm looking at it like, all right, I'm listening. I'm listening because I've been fucking with TPZ. So I'm listening. So then we set up a phone call to kind of hear. I was being used to be a mediator. I didn't even know I was being a mediator like that. I was just like, yo, let me see if I can talk some sense into these dudes because we so popping right now. We got Blimpies, all these sandwich shops just hitting us up every day. Let me talk to these dudes. We talk. Oh my God. When I heard Ronaldo talk, and when I heard shit, and I was still telling Ronaldo, yo, Ronaldo, man, maybe you got to get thicker skin. Man. You know, I don't know what's going on, but maybe TPZ ain't that bad. I was still saying that on the phone with Ronaldo that day. And whatchamacallit, Fab was on the phone too. We had three-way. So on that phone call, Ronaldo outshined both of us. On that phone call, Ronaldo told the truth and put both of us to sleep, made both of us shut up, me and Fab. And Fab, you know this, you was my dog, you was on the phone. Ronaldo won that debate easily because y'all been fucking up. Y'all didn't tell me y'all was fucking up. I walked into the shit thinking y'all was the cool niggas. Fucking Ronaldo was fucking up. No, it was the other way around. So Ronaldo won that debate to the point where I really started respecting Ronaldo, because Ronaldo even won that debate to the point Ronaldo said, yo, I said this. I told both of them, all three of us, Fab, Ronaldo, and me. I said, yo, maybe y'all need to piece it up on the timeline to make it look like, y'all all good. And Ronaldo was like, well, man, I ain't gonna say no kumbaya, I love you, but I'll start sharing y'all's post again. Fab was like, all right, cool. Fab said, yo, we don't have to do a kumbaya, but all we got to do is keep sharing. And I give Fab props. Fab probably said he don't fuck with me now, but I still give him props. Fab closed that deal that day. So we hung up the phone. Everything is all good. We thought. Fucking Abdul. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. I hope you die. All this bullshit to Ronaldo the very next day. After Fab and me closed the deal, we were all good. The very next day, Abdul's psycho ass fucked that shit up. Ronaldo texts me, yo, I thought we was good, bro. I thought we were cool. What are you how did you, And I'm like, yo, this have nothing to do with me, Ronaldo. They're my dogs, but I didn't do that. I wouldn't set y'all up to come that close to victory to fight like that. I didn't do that. Abdul took that upon himself to act like that to Ronaldo. So Ronaldo believed me. Ronaldo was like, all right, I trust you, but I'm gonna leave Twitter. This shit is too much for me. And I understood that shit because I heard on the phone call, it was too much for him. Dog was under a lot of stress. So he left. I said, all right. I even sent him a heart. I was like, yo, I got your back, bro. No matter what. I see what happened. I didn't know what happened. I apologized to Ronaldo first. I was like, yo, if you leave, I'll hold it down. I got your back. We got your back. And a lot of people like Ronaldo. So he left. When he left, Jeff put on his little mask shit that was like it was like the V for Vendetta shit, just to show love to Ronaldo, because Jeff was a part of that soccer game shit too. So he's just showing love to his crew that just got killed and murdered in the Snyder Cut movement, and everybody is being quiet about it. Boom! Immediately, within 1 minute in 214, all the Amazons jumped on Jeff. All the people jumped on Jeff for wearing that fucking mask or whatever. And if all I'm doing is telling the truth. Nobody can't say this shit happened, and everybody there knows this is the factual shit that happened, and it's still happening today, but we're getting there. So 214 start getting too wild. People, the fucking lines were drawn. Everybody knew what it was. Ronaldo was gone. I think Fiona left 214. Everybody, that shit was just done. So I started another group called the Watchmen. We became the Watchmen. And I got all the people that I know felt shitted on in that room. Only people I didn't get yet is Ramesh. He's the only one that's not in there. But Ramesh, look at Ramesh. Ramesh left because of how TPZ treated Ronaldo. Ramesh has the best characteristics of a person in this whole movement. If he thinks you're fucking up, you're fucking up. No matter what campaign you try to put against that shit, no matter what smear campaign you try to put against the people that's telling the truth, you're fucking up. Ramesh left, DTS. I mean, the list goes on, bro. The list goes on. So now let's move in further. So now everybody's quiet. Like, damn, what just happened? We went from here to here overnight because of Abdul. Because Abdul broke the truce that we made after like a 3-hour conversation. We went from here to here overnight. So now everybody's shocked. Everybody Like, just don't know what to do, don't know what to say, don't know where to. So the Watchmen, we all just kind of congregate together and like, whoa, what's going on? What's happening? You don't see Subway tweeting our shit no more. Blah 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 blah. So now we just chilling. So now we just chilling in the room, just trying to formulate a plan of what the fuck we gonna do next. And the Watchmen start becoming like cool. We start having fun again, like we making jokes, blah blah blah. Everything was cool. It felt like the beginning stages of 214 rule. It was all good. But so Vinaldo, I guess Vinaldo was still out the game. I don't know. The release of Snyder Cut account was kind of fluctuating. All this shit was going on. People were going at Film God. All these people were trying to go at us to get our attention, to get our response, and crank their YouTube channels back up, crank their fucking blogs back up. Everybody was trying to kill us. But we didn't really know, I knew, a few other people knew, but that shit was coming from everywhere. So we made 159. People think 159 is an offensive podcast. 159 is definitely a reactionary podcast, and you will see as I continue. So we getting this shit from everywhere. All these people, Andy Signor, Jody, all this bullshit. Plus, not only that, they do their little Zoom chat and rub it in our face and rub it in the movement's face even more, because their Zoom chat picture, to everybody else, it looked like a regular picture. But to the people who knew, that shit was, ha. We got the most fucked up behavior, and we got Zach to co-sign our shit. And we're going to sip tea. That's what they were doing. That's why those burners to this morning talking to me was sipping tea. It's the same dudes from the Zoom chat. It's the same shit. So that's what that Zoom chat picture was. Ha. We are the worst, and we got Zach to approve our behavior. That's what that shit was about. So we said something about it. Finally, like after 6 months, we were like, yo, boo that shit. Throw fucking Rotten Tomatoes on that shit. Fuck that shit. That shit is not real. Y'all are the assholes of the movement that destroyed the movement. And the only reason Zack Snyder is rolling with y'all because he don't know this shit. Y'all still got Zack Snyder thinking y'all got the movement together. He don't know. So we booed that shit, and we got the heat for that shit. Now people trying to make narratives that we are the ones that fucked up the movement. No, we just didn't stand for y'all's bullshit. I saw a fucking tweet yesterday that Fab retweeted one of my shit and was like, yo, this is why I don't deal with this guy anymore. But in real life, the truth is I don't deal with y'all anymore, because me and Will pulled a huddle with you, Fab, and said, yo, this is not the behavior that this movement is going to condone. Abdul shit. We don't condone this shit. Y'all need to, we said, yo, Will said, yo, you know Will was a big police. Will had fucking all these screenshots, said, yo, this is abuse. If we stand for this shit, we can't stand for suicide of prevention. Will said this to Fab. Fab said, yeah, man, damn, those fucking screenshots. Damn. I said to Fab, yo, Fab, you still being my dog. Y'all need to get out in front of this shit before the screenshots get out. Y'all need to take the high road and apologize before these screenshots make it public. As my dog, I'm thinking I'm looking out for this dude by telling him some good advice. This dude said, let me go ask the fellas. Came back and said, they said, over my dead body will I apologize. So they took the low road. TPZ, Nerd Queens, and everybody else that condoned Abdul took the low road. So we are now living on the low road. But here's how they validate themselves on the low road. They use their connections with Zack Snyder to validate themselves. Say, we are fucked up and we are walking the low road, and over my dead body will I apologize and take the high road. But we got Zach to ride with us too. So we won. As you can see with those burners today that was tweeting me, they were like, aha, we won. That just shows we won. What did y'all win? What war did we won? We all got the movie, but what did y'all win? What war are you talking about? I'm telling y'all about the war right now. What they wanted was us to stay quiet so the low road looks like the Snyder Cut movement. That's what they wanted. If we would have stayed quiet, the low road would have looked like the actual Snyder Cut movement. If we would have stayed quiet, all of that shit Abdul sent and did to fucking Ronaldo, not that Ronaldo can't protect himself, not that he can't take care of himself, but we can't have these screenshots out of us telling somebody we want to kill them and say we support Suicide Foundation. That was the shit. We can't have Abdul's behavior and say we support Suicide Foundation. So you shouldn't have Abdul in a picture Zoom chat with Zach, because if somebody tell who that guy is, Zach looks bad. So if you were really here for Zach, you wouldn't have did that. But it wasn't ever for Zach. It was for your clout, bros. That's what that shit was for. So the war y'all won was for your clout. So now y'all say, oh, look how many views we got. Look, y'all didn't get those views. Zack Snyder got those views. Nobody's coming to watch y'all. They're coming to watch Zach. And then y'all run and y'all got the celebrities protecting. All this shit is ridiculous. Y'all took the low road, and that's 100% what happened. And everybody in 214 can vouch for that. And y'all were in 214 too. Y'all can vouch for that too if y'all would stop lying. If y'all would stop fucking using burners to infiltrate conversations and spread bullshit misinformation. That sounds exactly like what Jeff Johns was doing. Warner Brothers thought Jeff Johns was a cool dude, but behind the scenes, he was being a snake like they are. So if Ray Fisher calls out the Jeff Johns in the fucking Warner Brothers, if Ray Fisher calls that shit out, I can call out the Jeff Johns snakes in the movement, because I'm just as important as Ray Fisher is in the movie, in this movement. And that's what's going on right now. So you see on my Twitter page, all these little fake ass burner accounts coming here and trying to switch the narrative. But no, the narrative is the narrative. The truth is the truth. Whoever stood for goodness stood for goodness. Whoever stood for fucked up bad shit stood for bad shit. That's the truth. That's the record of us in this movement. But it can't hide no more. The curtains are open. The fucking veil has dropped on y'all bitches, dog. It is what it is. Y'all can't hide no more. So now y'all are contacting me with burners. Why? Why? Y'all got my number. Fab, you text me the other day. You was like, yo, Peely, let's have a conversation. Then you text me again the next day. Oh, never mind. Let's have a rain check on that conversation. Yes, everything is connected, bro. Everything that's going on is connected. Everything that's going on is connected. It is, and then it is what it is. So they're gonna be like, oh, hey, we got Zach on our shit and blah, blah, blah. Look, he likes us, but he don't know. He didn't really know what was going on. He was busy. Zach had to make a fucking movie. The zombie movie. He had to do what he had to do for Justice League. He didn't really know what was going on. That's why Fiona was so important, because when she was healthy and she was in this movement, she would tell Zach what's up. When she was gone, somebody else replaced that person for Zach. And instead of telling Zach really what's up in the movement, they put a blinder over Zach's eyes and told him a lie. And that's what's going on right now. So they want every one of us to be quiet so the lie can continue. But I'm not gonna be quiet because they can't kick my ass. You bitch. But that's just it's more this shit grows overnight. It keeps morphing. It keeps morphing. But if we want to keep this shit simple, it's the same shit Jeff Johns was doing to the movie is going on in the movement, and it's probably the same people. Yeah, if you want to see this, what's wrong with Western society, go to Twitter. You're probably right, bro. You're probably 100% right. And I wouldn't. There's a lot of shit going on with Western society, but I am Mr. West, so I'm still gonna ride with the. We just gotta clean our shit up, bro. That's what we doing right now with this shit. I was with TPZ, and that was my whole point talking about this shit. Me and Will pulled them to the side and was like, yo, none of this shit will go down. This is not going this way. That's why they hate me and Will, because we the two guys that told them no, this is not happening in the movement. That's why Will got shitted on. That's why I'm getting shit on. And they know that because we got the screenshots. Will got the screenshots. I got the screenshots. But that's what happened in the Snyder Cut movement. And if that's not in nobody's fucking documentary, if that's not in nobody's fucking book or whatever, that shit is fake. That is, I mean, I can't say anything about nobody's shit, but I'm saying this is the real truth. This is the real shit. And ain't nobody gonna tell you the real shit except this fucking channel and the Watchmen. Pretty much, it is what it is. We're not mad at no shit like, oh no, we don't get Zach on our podcast. We're not mad at no shit like that because we didn't get in this shit for no fucking clout. We really got in this shit to see the movie, and that's what we did. And when it morphed into better shit, we rolled into better shit. But our record is our record, bro. If we didn't do fuck shit, yo, they would love to drop some fucking screenshots on me. They would love to drop some shit in this movement that I did foul with them boys, but I haven't did foul. And nobody really has done foul. Even there's some people in TPZ that still, I would say, are a cool dude. Dexter Washington is a cool dude. I would say that. Ohio Dave, I've never had a problem with Ohio Dave. And I've talked to him for years. Fab, I don't think I've ever had a problem with Fab either. And I used to think Fab was the coolest one of all. I'm not saying all of them boys are bad dudes, but when they condone and try to hide and put under the table the exact opposite of what Zack Snyder stands for, and when they put that, swept it under the rug for clout, that's when I couldn't hang out with them boys no more. And then that's when they made it like I was doing something wrong, but it wasn't that. I just didn't fuck with them boys like that. And that is that. So I'm going to take a sip of this nice water. I'm going to go outside and do some fucking cardio so I don't get fucking fat. And I'm going to meet your grandma. Slap shit. No, I'm joking. You bitch.